This is your WCIA 3 forecast first.
We've seen spotty showers and storms across the viewing area so far for today. This is our view from Pontiac on our Flooring America INTERSTATE camera. You've got the clouds in the background there and also the heavy rain, too, from the thunderstorms that are in the northern parts of Livingston, Ford, and Iroquois County. A few more spotty showers and storms near the Springfield and Lincoln areas as well. Everywhere else has been obviously pretty cloudy today at points, but also very warm and muggy with a lot of us still in the low 80s with high dew points. And winds out of the south currently at around 15 miles an hour. Going through the rest of our day, we're still pretty cloudy. We're still looking at those spotty showers and storms. And basically the same forecast for tomorrow. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now, WCIA 3 News.
A body was found in a gas tanker. Tonight, new details about how that victim was discovered. Plus, we're just days away from the state fully reopening in Phase 5, where that could prove to be a challenge.
And after a year with the curtain closed, Ebert Fest is back. What you can expect when it's lights, camera, action.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
All our information here is third-handed, you know, and sometimes it's gospel truth and sometimes it's maybe stretched a little bit.
Rumors tend to fly around unexpected news, and that's exactly what happened in the village of Buckley following the discovery of a body in a gas tanker. Good evening. I'm Jessica Coons.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The Iroquois County coroner says 2 truck drivers found the body on Friday just outside of Buckley. It happened next door to the old Lion's Den adult bookstore. Our Target 3 investigator Renee Cooper was at the gas transfer hub today. Renee's now live in the newsroom. So where are police in their investigation?
Hi, Jennifer. The coroners say the sheriff's office and state police have several good leads. An autopsy was conducted in Champaign County on Saturday. The next step will be a toxicology report, which the coroner says could take anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. On Friday morning, 2 truck drivers opened up the gas tank outside of Buckley. Coroner Bill Cheatham says they were trying to figure out why they were having issues unloading gas for several days. That's when they found the body. Today, we sat down with a local who's always in the know. His hardware and appliance repair shop is a central location for daily discussions in the small village. He says if the person found in the tanker were from around town, everyone would already know who it was.
Saturday morning, guy come up and said, what are all the cops doing out there? And then in the afternoon, the guy come in here and, man, they're out there, well, half a dozen state police and everything else, and they're carrying the plastic bag around, and we don't know. And nobody knows.
We do know now. The coroner says the person is from southern Illinois. He added the body was intact, but says he can't share any more about who it is or if foul play was involved or how long the body was in the tanker. Now, the coroner says the drivers claim they didn't know about the body until they opened the tank. We asked why the autopsy was done in Champaign County. We're told Iroquois County simply doesn't have an autopsy room for it to be done in. Back to you.
All right. Let us know if we get any more answers. Thank you. State police need your help in finding the person who hit and killed a man on I-57 back on May 31st. It happened near Thomasboro just after 4 a.m. State police got a call today from a driver who said they saw a car in a ditch. When troopers got there, they saw the man's body on the shoulder. It was a man from Arkansas. Police say the suspect's car could have been a 2010 to 15 gray or silver Chevrolet Equinox with Illinois registration. If you have any information, you're asked to contact state police.
We're learning new information about a shooting in Danville. The Champaign County coroner says 30-year-old Javon Dye has died. Police say there was a fight between 2 men, and Dye was taken to the hospital where he later died. He was shot several times. A 23-year-old woman was also shot in the shoulder. Police have not released any information about a suspect. 2 people are dead after a plane crash just across the Indiana border. This happened near Darlington, which is just northeast of Crawfordsville. It happened before 10:30 this morning. The FAA says the plane left the Lift Academy in Indianapolis a half hour earlier. The victims have not been identified. Indiana State Police are assisting the FAA with their investigation.
This is a follow-up now. The state is just a few days away from fully reopening, but some businesses may not be prepared. We've told you a lot of restaurants are hamstrung trying to bring back staff they lost last year. WCIA 3's Jared Farmer is with us. Jared, we've seen this going on in larger cities, but labor shortages can be devastating to small towns.
And Jennifer, we stopped by the Chamber of Commerce in Mahomet to see how they've been affected by some of these shortages. Their director says right now people who were working lower wage jobs don't have a lot of incentives to come back to work. He says businesses are seeing an increased demand from last summer, but they can't take advantage of it when they don't have enough workers. He says for smaller towns like Mahomet, not having enough people available can severely harm their local economy.
If those start closing early or shuttering, then everybody's going to Champaign and eating and shopping, and that just it's a domino, and it kills small communities.
The Chamber has been stopping by every local restaurant and retail store to check in with their needs, and they've also posted a job board of all the places in Mahomet that are hiring. If you're looking for work but aren't sure where to apply, be sure to check out our website, WCIA.com. Back to you guys.
All right, Jared, thank you. There were just about 240 new cases of COVID in Illinois. There were also 14 deaths. The state's positivity rate has dropped to 1.4%. More than 33,000 more people have gotten the vaccine. The daily average is about 39,000. 11.6 million plus have now gotten their shots.
A new program at the U of I's College of Law is preparing students to tackle social justice issues. Starting today, 17 students are helping at both law firms and legal organizations across the state. They'll be working on addressing issues such as systemic racism, hate crimes, and discrimination. The professor teaching that course says this will allow those students to become agents for social change themselves.
The students have certainly, inspired me in the way that they think about these issues and their dedication. And so I'm really glad that we could offer this to be there for them and fill this need, both among our student population and in the community.
Each of the placements for those 17 students will be sponsored either by a law firm partnering with the university or alumni from the college. A rainbow flag was raised at Urbana's city building today in honor of the city's commitment to LGBTQ rights and equal rights. Mayor Diane Marlin started the celebration off by reading a Pride Week proclamation. Marlin says Champaign County has celebrated this since the 70s, and Urbana was the first city in the state to prohibit discrimination of sexual orientation.
Pride goes beyond just this 1 month. It is, as we've said before, a celebration, but it's also a remembrance. Pride started out as a riot, and we need to keep that in our heads first and foremost, because there is so much we still need to do.
Marlin says this month will serve as a time to understand our differences and support the LGBTQ community.
A school district looking for an interim superintendent, while one group says they're doing it all wrong. Also tonight.
It's an event that's gone through a big change for the first time in its 22-year history.
After a year off, Ebertfest is back. What you need to know to get your pass.
You know what else is back? Humidity.
It is, yeah. Yeah, and it's going to be here to stay for a lot of this week and into the weekend. Cold front does come through. It'll cool us down, but we have to wait until next week for that to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about that as well as also the showers and storms that we have in our forecast, too, because there will be quite a few of them here, especially for Tuesday, Wednesday, and also for Thursday. In fact, right now we have one in Pontiac where it's raining. They're currently on our Flowing America INTERSTATE camera. We topped out in Champaign at 85, a few degrees above our average. And as we go into our headlines, we'll talk about the hot and humid conditions, the pop-up storms, and that weekend cold front after the break.